book and then got lost. So, yeah, literally.
Was it a kind of relaxation, therapeutic kind of reading? Were you pretty angry, or?
I knew I needed it. I'd never get mad. Don't be so silly. Me get mad? No, I just been a long day. So I think I just needed that bit of hour and a half away from the computer. So yeah.
It's the best way sometimes if you get a pretty bad beat or you're not feeling particularly good. Sometimes just getting away from the PC for a little while can do the world of good. We are just waiting for you two guys to ready up so we can go live here on Crash. I'm just dishing out stream links. Oh, okie doke. Yeah. And also a big shout out to Craig. He's also doing on Tech9, I'm sure you guys have already read them, but some blogs. I think you're on your 5th blog now. Yeah, just finished that one on Saturday. And just to the guys who don't really know too much about the blogs and may be interested in reading them, what exactly are you trying to get across with them? What's the purpose of the blogs? It started out as more of like an informative guide to sort of, I don't know, the way I'm trying to do it, I'm trying to sort of let people be informed about what's going on in the community and try to just sort of make my way up in writing, if you know what I mean, because at the minute, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to learn how to write properly. I'm like looking for feedback in ways that, if it helps them or not, if they can read it. You know what I mean? If they can read it and understand it, then that's exactly what I'm aiming to get from them, especially with the Call of Duty 4 scene. So, yeah, I'm trying to just use something that I enjoy doing, and then basically helping other people out with it. So, yeah, I mean, some of your blogs, you've kind of got the psychological aspect of it, the kind of rage aspect, and such. So, I actually really enjoy reading the blogs. It's informative for me. A lot of the times I'll find myself nodding along and agreeing with what you're saying, particularly with when you've kind of got into details about teams and such and sticking together. I've been there and done that, and it's a bit of a nightmare. So I'm sure there's something in it for everybody if they want to go ahead and read that on Tech9. Well, I'll try to cover as many aspects as I can. I mean, sometimes I do think I bite off a little bit more than I can chew, because sometimes I do dribble on the lot. But it's a case of, like, I literally do it on a Saturday morning. I just try and pull whatever resources I can on like a Saturday morning, and then just piece it together during the day. Obviously, given the chance, I'll be spending a lot more time on it. If it was an actual proper, thoroughly published article, I'd spend a lot more time sort of designing it, and yeah. Absolutely, but yeah, again, really recommend it, guys. But to the game itself, the knife round has came and gone. TCM are going to be on attack. Of course, you're going to have Pryor on defense, and I think we're both agreed we're expecting TCM to take this one, Craig. Yeah. So let's get in the action here. Paradox has opened up into Zoid. Tin straight back onto him, though, in the B alley. Locking that one down. Paradox, though, is still edging his way towards B. Going to do the silent climb up hardware. And he's going to get deagled down from Winky from top of Glitch Roof, who's now having a quick peek across to Crash. There's Jermaine with the blue camo AK. Just trying to make his way into hardware without getting dropped. Not going to happen as Ape is just lurking around the corner. Lubishmir back onto Winky, though, but he's got a 1v3 at the moment to try and fend off. Bomb is down. Can't quite see where that is. I think it was top of hardware. Yeah, Paradoxer took it top of hardware. You can see his corpse just there. Yeah, on the ladder. Horrible position for Lubishmir to pick up that bomb now. So easy for Pryor with a 3v1 to just completely close off hardware. But Stilk is top A, not really helping his team out. Zape back of A behind the bollard. And Sin... Well, truly behind the bollard, I've got to say. Literally behind it, yeah. That is snug. Sin, I was about to say, it was on bomb site, B-bomb site, and he does claim himself the frag, so 1-0 to Pariah. Indeed, yeah, well, I'm going to quickly take it away with Winky this round. Let's see how we get on. Do my config default itself again, because my kill feed has just decided to resort. But yeah, Zoid getting the opening frag down to Frost, and now taking it 2-8 5v4. And they're getting tagged up. Now so assumes position on top of Glitch Roof as Paradox is on the frag onto Zape. Up that scoreline as Stilk gets the quick kill onto Lubo. A 4v3. Where are they going? Where are they going? In the position. Sinks on Winky with 2 quick frags onto Toxic and Jermaine, and Paradox getting the return frag onto Zoid. With Winky landing the final frag of the round onto Paradox. It's to 2-0 now.
favour of Prior.
Indeed, and 2 times they've had 3 players standing at the end as well, so they've been looking pretty confident so far, looking for TCM to mix things up a bit here. You'd expect them to adapt and quickly absorb any counter-tactics put against them. But Winky is going to open up regardless onto Paradox. A scope on scope, Winky coming out on top there. Lubishmir straight back onto Zoid as I'm talking. And it would seem TCM are playing the waiting game at the moment. They're not committing to anything. Very much a slow and steady approach. Winky again with that scope is going to make great use of it. This time onto Froster. And this is the risk you take when you play slow. The scopes really do get settled down and they become a massive factor. With Winky, with the R700 looking strong here, perhaps playing slow isn't the greatest of ideas. Either way, Totsche Top Hardware has spotted himself a player on top of sandbags. Winky with his 3rd frag, this time onto Lubishmir, nearly pulls off the 4th, but Jermaine a bit too quick on the trigger there with the AK. Now jumps across, will pick up the 2nd onto Sin. Both players for TCM on B site, need to be careful. Zape is pushing up here, misses a flurry of shots, and Jermaine will pick up his 3rd. And really, I don't think TCM should have this advantage right now. And actually, the round itself, that was a 4 versus 2 there, which they kind of threw away. They were in good positions. Winky was on fire, but TCM do somehow just claw it back.
Very solid play by Jermaine, I've got to say. Always a dependable AK when the time comes. So, managed to win the round for him, for the team, I think, there. So, we do see Lou Boschman now working his way towards the wooden stairs. Just spot one in there, shuts down Zape. Just try and hold and secure that position in there. Gets shut down by Ziltland and does the same tactic as Lubo. Toxic gets a quick frag onto Scientific in bottom hardware. Paradox got this 3rd frag of the round for TCM onto Stilk. Clearing out that A-bomb site. Oh, has it? Has it? The bomb is down. It's 3v2 now. Only Zoid and Winky left standing for Prior as Froster does get the kill onto Zoid. We are left with Winky. Snopping hand does get spotted by Toxic and he does shut him down there. 2-2. Another quick round for TCM. Well, a quick round for TCM there. I've got to say, that was really thorough, as you'd expect this top team to do.
Apologies, my game just crashed again. I've been having these problems all day, but I'm getting straight back in here actually. Yeah, I'm already back in. That was weird. It said server disconnected. I was like, what? But no, either way,
still fine.
Yeah, I was about to say Jermaine pushing very aggressively into A, but he did just get grenaded down. Still can Zape again just come in huge. Zape for his 3rd. Anything Jermaine can do, Zape can do better, it would seem. And he's going to go for his 4th. But there's Zoid. For a second I thought Zape had got the wall bang, but it was actually Zoid from, I think it was Link. And that will be another round back to Prior.
Indeed. Zoid on the arches there. Finishing off the round quite nicely for Prior. Zape. Very, very solid A defence there, I've got to say. Just my name, it sounds like Grape. I just keep thinking Grape when you say his name. It's weird like that. But yeah, anyway, just like 20 seconds into the round and no frags been exchanged as yet. Bomb does appear to be long in the hands of Paradox with that sniper rifle. Nice to get a nade down there, trying to open up the B alley. The Boschman has succumbed to Winky's sniper. Jermaine does land the return frag onto Zape. Paradox now trying to work Link. Zoid does get the quick kill onto Paradox, but Toxic does get the revenge frag. Only 2 left standing now for the TCM side. Working that B long. Froster does get another nice kill onto Winky, shutting down that scope. And SMG does pop round, but doesn't manage to land the frag onto Tox. Dead. It's Froster's turn to succumb. Tox does get the headshot onto Stilk. Now 1v1 with Science? Yeah, I'll go with that. Just trying to get on this sandbag. It does land a great frag on that Tox there to clutch the round for Prior. Gotta say, they're doing pretty well against a team that you would think would be absolutely destroying.
Explosives diffused.
Yeah, but as you say, Craig, it's online, isn't it? And the Russians, I mean, no disrespect, but Russians are kind of renowned for their online abilities and not necessarily their LAN abilities, so you could throw that into the mixture. Wouldn't surprise me if TCM adapt again. We saw a 2-0 lead to Prior, TCM came back, Prior have now got the 2-round lead again. So it'll be interesting to see how TCM approach this one. Lubishmir is approaching it with absolute aggression. Fight fire with fire is his motto at the moment, but he will get taken down from Zape. I thought he had that frag under wrap. Sin will go straight back onto Totsche. Flurry of action here. Paradox with a double onto Wooden and Pallet Jump respectively. Looking good for TCM. They're going to go straight for this plant. Paradox is looking around for his third. Jermaine opens up onto Winky. Paradox won't get the... In fact, he will get the third. I was watching Froster there, and for some reason I thought it was Paradox. Either way, all hell just broke loose on A, and TCM came out on top, but by the skin of their teeth.
I think they've sort of gone, well, do you know what, guys? The slow tactic doesn't appear to work here, so what we'll do is we'll just rush the crap out of these guys and just lock them down before they can even think where we're going. As I do say, Hatley Boschme does get the quick kill onto Sykes. Going to watch him here to do try to open his air sight. It does appear to be all action with the SMGs. As I say that, they are stood at bottom 8, as Jermaine does get the quick kill onto Zape, opening that bomb site just a little bit more. He does see one behind, he's managed to tag him up though. As Froster does manage to finish the frag off. There's only 2 left standing out. Oh, say 2, that 1. Zoid, and where is he? He's in A. Opportune. Bomb isn't there. Watch me does get the final frag.
He ran
straight up again.
He literally ran straight past Lubishmir there, Zoid. That was a bit of a facepalm moment. But, as you say, TCM have came back again. They just seem to bounce right back. No matter how much you hit them, no matter how much you pound them, they're going to bounce right back. Again, though, they're going to go for this slow attack. Not sure this works for them. For my money, when they push fast, they win rounds. Either way, Jermaine opens up, Totsche straight onto Winky, so perhaps this attack is exactly what they needed at this particular time. They are mixing it up here. Jermaine again, this time onto Zoid. Zape nearly misses an absolute sitter onto Paradox. Finally does claim the frag, has 4 more players to find, and there's Froster from the wooden area, pushing up very quickly from every conceivable angle onto A, encircling Zape, and they will, for the first time in this matchup, guys, take the lead at 5-4.
Oh. It just seems that TCM have just managed to adapt that quickly. I mean, as you'd expect any team to do, is so he just fall to his death before getting tagged up by a nade. Yeah, I mean, like I say, top teams you expect to adapt within that 2-round gap, you know what I mean? So they can sort of gauge a team and then adapt their own style and then just make it work for them. TCM just proved classically that they can do that, and Jermaine does get tagged up by Winky's scope. No avail, TCM go there. Froster does go to collect the bomb. Managed to land the frag onto Stilk, opening up that A site. Got an SMG moving in the form of Zip.
Explosives planted.
Bomb does go down. Oof! So close to getting that frag onto Jermaine. That's Froster, sorry, planted the bomb. And then lies again. Only Jermaine left standing. On that site, he can pick up this frag. It does onto Zip. He's the last. Doesn't manage to avoid the lead. And succumbs to the AK-47 of Sykes, who will get that easy defuse and claim another round, bringing it to 5-5. Hit for Tat Metas.
Explosives diffused.
Indeedy.
D-bag does go out.
So, yeah, as you say, I mean, it's back to 5-5. Nothing to distinguish between these two teams. Jermaine is top fragging by 3 on 11. Closest player to him will be Sin for Pryor on 8. Gives you an indication of how well Jermaine's doing at the moment with that AK. He is currently seemingly getting pretty nasty lag spikes every now and again. One shooting across towards Link. Sin has been dropped. Paradox back onto the Winky this time. And Jermaine seems to be having some connection issues. His ping's a bit higher than usual, up to about 100. Bit of a nightmare for him, but he's still performing, even under those circumstances, as that Paradox will once again open up with that scope and just booms Ape away. Looking good for TCM, pushing this B site this time. Totsche onto Zoid, all down to Stilk. Has thrown the tac grenade onto B site and does claim the frag onto Paradox, but he's given his position away here as a hail of gunfire comes in his direction. But he's now going to re-rotate, but the Deagle does pick up the frag onto Jermaine. Great shot from him there. Now going to flash the bomb. And perhaps there's still life in this round for Pryor yet. He's peeking around the corner. This would be a 1v4 if he pulls it off. That barrel is so noisy, and there's Totsche from the tree. And that will be, once again, TCM taking the 1-round lead, 6-5 ahead.
I've got to say, Totsche the tree. Yeah,
the tree
like
hugger.
an AK-47 there. peeking out of a tree there, but yeah. Gotta say, a great round again for TCM now, taking it to 6-5 to get the 7-5 lead on the attacking side. You'd think the game was all theirs. But yeah, we do see Paradox now bombing hand and just try to get into that A side. Paradox does land their first and opening frag onto Stilk. Still 5 men left standing as Winky does land the Deagle frag onto Lubo. Pryor get 2 nice quick frags onto Froster and Toxin. Now Paradox with the bomb in hand. Top of the concrete set, just got to try the scope. Can't land that, lands the frag onto Winky with the Deagle. It's now back to a 2v2. They've evened it all out. Bomb is in sight. Needs some support from Jermaine. Just managed to get a nice little cheeky SMG frag onto Zip though. Goes for the table plant. Where is Zoid? Zoid is on that back eight. It does get spotted by Jermaine. And gets shut down by Jermaine. So it's 7-5 your scoreline. Now, you'd expect them to take it from here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know what was going on in the minds of Pryor there, but in a 2v4 situation, at 6-5 behind, that is a must-win round, and they threw that away. They peed it against the wall. And that really could be a critical round at the end of this matchup. That was a really sick clutch from TCM, from Paradox and Jermaine, but it was a 2v4 that they shouldn't have won.
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah. But it shows the might of the team play, especially with these top players, so... The classic action.
Yeah, and on the scoreboard, guys, Jermaine and Paradox both on 13 frags, but Jermaine has 3 assists. As Paradox will open up this round on to Zoid. First blood to TCM. Jermaine has just seen a player jump across the way. That will be Stilk, I think. Jermaine will get the bin bang onto Zape. That sounds dodgy, doesn't it? That sounds a bit sexual.
Bin bang?
Bin bang.
That's what you can get for 50p like that. Froster?
It seems Froster is kind of not really paying attention as he just obliterates Lubishmir on mid-A. And now you have Sin, last remaining player in a 3v1. There's a player right up there though, he has to be careful, but he will claim that kill onto Froster. He now has range, but there is a scope raining out from Paradox, so he has to be careful, but he has heavily tagged Paradox up, who throws the smoke. Bit of a fail. But a nice wall bang from ToxJ just as I switch over to him, and that will be the 8-5 scoreline to TCM. And as he said before, Craig, you would expect them to kind of just take this lead and run with it now.
Well, they're going to sit in, they're going to play the corners, they're going to just sit and watch the angles, and then wait for them to run into the guns, and then they're going to completely backflow them, I think. From this stage, you would expect that, because I've got to say, I've never seen anything really of Pryor. So, I've got to say, I am pretty impressed with the way they have actually played this match already. It's not like the TSM are actually walking rounds. Well, saying that now, it is actually 5v1, but it's not like you wouldn't ever say like they've taken a round really convincingly. That they're just wiping the floor with them. So it's, I think now that sort of Pryor are on the attacking side, it's put them on that that lower morale, sort of saying like, oh, we have to go into their guns now, we have to run at them, and it sort of puts them on a downer to sort of think that like they've got a lot of work to do to be able to pull this game back. So.
Exactly. When you've got AKs like Jermaine on your team that can just sit in a position and hold it no matter what happens,
for 3/4 of an hour.
Yeah, literally. Then, as an attacking team, it can really put a downer on you. I mean, Pryor were very strong in the first 6 or 7 rounds, but since then they seem to have just kind of simmered down, and TCM have just started to overtake them. In this round, again, TCM looking for the teammates. This will be the 2nd consecutive round. It's exactly what's going to happen, and it just seems to me Pryor are kind of pushing the self-destruct button here. I hope they're not going to go emo on TeamSpeak. They're going to keep the comms up, maybe call a timeout if they need a couple seconds of a relapse or a break, and come back stronger. Yeah, I think this is the ideal time to call a timeout and just rack your brain around what the hell's going on right now.
Well, I mean, if you look at it now, I mean, they are. I'm not. This is no offence to Pryor whatsoever. This TCM are tearing them apart. I mean, look at that 3 consecutive frags. Zoid just does get a quick kill onto Jermaine and Winky. Winky's last man standing who starts spawn. I mean, that sort of says to me like this is a team that's on the verge of thinking we need to use sort of lower tactics to sort of try and win this game, when in fact what they should be doing is try to think about the situation, recap and look at what they're doing wrong, and then just come back in this game with a fresh mindset.
Absolutely, and you could definitely make the comparison of TCM earlier on in this game. 2-0 down, 4-2 down, absorbed, changed, adapted, and they are now winning. So Pryor should actually take a leaf out of TCM's book and start to try and adapt to this play style and come up with an idea and a tactic that works for them. But at the moment, as you say, they just seem to be playing kind of, we'll play kind of lame tactics and hope that we pick up a round, and this time it seems that's going to happen. I mean, you've got a 2v1 situation, but ToxJ still lurking around with a Bling AK, and he's the kind of caliber of player that can pull this off in his sleep. So I won't be too surprised if he does just that, but it's not going to happen, as unfortunately for him, the timing wasn't on his side, and that will be 6-11. Let's hope Pariah start to pull this back.
Damn, that pallet jump a bit wrong, to be fair, but yeah, it's just a bit unlucky there from Tox, but yeah, we will take the round away with the Bosch Raiders, just try to get in that A site. Let's have a quick look and see just exactly how they are holding on this site, as Jermaine and Foster do get the opening frag for TCM onto Zip and Stilk. Winky with the return frag onto Tox. Still eyes on Lubo on his own in that A site, hoping for a push, but I don't think they will now. I think what they'll do is they'll try and get a couple of frags, as they have done on the Jermaine. One more should be enough for them to be able to push and start working the site, get that one-man advantage, and then try and use that to their advantage and work the site. I do see one sort of scampering off to the middle. Sign manages to get himself into hardware, and with only 2 men, I cover his teammate. But I think that Froster thought better of that. He sort of knows that there's one behind him. Paradox will get the quick front to side, leaving only Winky with all the work to do, and it's too much to ask. As Froster does get the last frag. To 12-6.
My game just crashed again, but I will be right in now.
Your game needs reinstalling.
My wooden PC is starting to burn or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I've seen this time and time again from Lubishmi. He pushes this Bialy very aggressively and will just sit behind his barrel. It's controlled aggression. It's what I love to see from SMG. So Stilk will pick up a double frag with the grenade there. Tox J and Froster both full. Winky has came in with one of his own, but can't help but feel this is too little too late from Pariah. Even if they do pick up this round, they're going to have to pick up the next 5 after it. That's a pretty tall order and big ask against a team like TCM. But perhaps, Craig, perhaps they can pull this off. I mean, COD4 is a kind of game that if you build up some momentum, it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's happened many a time before that these games just sort of TCM resting on the laurels, sort of thinking, you know what, guys, we've got this game, let's just take it a bit steady, do you know what I mean? Let's just, have a bit more fun now and let's just lose focus on the game. I mean, subconsciously they will do that because of the fact that actually you got the 5-round lead there to sort of sit back on. Doing that will obviously sort of, relax your mind and then you stop thinking about what you're doing, what your team's doing. As you can see, there's Pride do take the one-man advantage with only Jermaine and Tox left standing for TCM. When they do have the 2 Pride players in the A side, Tox just gets shut down and Zape gets... who was that? Froster and Tox, was it the last 2 standing? Yeah. Take it to 12-8 now.
Nice play from Pariah. Really nice stuff. But again, they have to save the next 4 rounds, and it's really that simple. Paradox has opened up onto Winky, so the scope threat is down this round for Pariah. And again, instead of Lubishmir, it's going to be Froster this time. Picking up the reins is that aggressive SMG through Bialy. Has paid out dividends for him as Sin has been dropped. Tox J straight onto Stilk. Not looking good for Pariah. This is looking precarious. The GGs are being exchanged as Froster has just seen a player's leg through blue and does pick up that easy frag. 13-8 is the scoreline, and TCM will go through to the finals. I'm not sure who they're going to play against. It will be on the Stream 1 for Chaos TV, and I think that concludes our coverage for tonight on this stream, Snowy. Thank you very much for coming in and casting with you. It was a pleasure.
Right, anytime.
And thanks a lot for all the viewers, guys.